Hey, Miles here at Tactical Hyve, and welcome back to this second video in the series about how to shoot a pistol accurately. In the first video on Monday, we focused on dry fire, and the specific skill set we were focusing on really is about trigger control in not disturbing the sights when you pull the trigger. So now, if you dry fired and got quality reps and were able to dry fire without your red dot or your iron sights moving, then you've really set yourself up for success for today. So we are going to go live now. So whether you're in an indoor range or an outdoor range, you can pick a target, any kind of target that you want, because we're focusing on slow mechanics right now. You're learning. So you don't need to go fast. Later, when all the mechanics and all the movements and the techniques are already ingrained in your subconscious, then you can build the speed. For now, pick a target with a defined target zone, and you can start off at a comfortable distance, maybe 3 yards, whatever it is based on your skill level. If you're a little bit more skilled, then you can go further. I'm just gonna shoot that steel plate, BC steel. It's about 7 yards away. And so what we wanna do now is follow the same exact things, mechanics we did during dry fire here. So this is still dry. I just wanna explain what we're gonna do. Everything's the same. So dry fire is very valuable because you can do pretty much everything you can during live fire. You just don't feel the recoil impulse. And since we're taking one shot, it doesn't matter that much because we don't really have to worry about a second or third shot. So you're going to load your magazine with bullets. Right now I'm dry. We're gonna start in this compressed ready position, which we talked about. As I present, you can do this slow in your mind and you can talk to yourself. I'm going to prep my trigger, meaning I'm taking up the slack. I'm now going to be on target. My sights are going to be aligned where my red dot is on the target. Then I'm going to focus on just moving my trigger finger straight to the rear. It's all mental here, okay? And I'm going to do this so that I don't have any sympathetic movement with my other fingers and disrupt the sights. So once I do this, once I break the shot, I'm also going to, the shot's gonna break, I'm going to release the trigger immediately. Do not pin it to the rear, release the trigger immediately and come back to a prep trigger. Don't break a second shot, just take one shot. So we're gonna do this live and I'll talk it through one more time and then explain what you should do, how to progress. Okay, so I have a steel target about 7 yards away. I'm going to load and make ready, so make sure you're following all the proper safety rules here. Now I have one in the chamber and a full mag. I'm going to get my good grip. I'm going to start from compress ready. Everything you did during dry fire is going to be exactly the same. So if you did everything properly, there should really be no surprises. So I'm here. I'm going to go very slow and talk this through. As I push out, I'm going to prep my trigger. Now my sights are on target. I'm going to break the shot, but focusing on just moving my trigger finger straight to the rear, and immediately I'm going to reset my trigger and ready to fire a next shot. I'm not going to fire more than one shot. I do not want to also pin my trigger to the rear. So I'm here, I'm gonna break one shot, and right now you'll see on the video here, I am back at a prepped trigger, meaning I did not pin it to the rear. So once you take that shot, you're going to release take your finger off the trigger and come back here to compress ready. So relax and do things again. You could start off slow again. Make sure you get everything correct. Are you happy with your shot? Was it off? Did you move the gun? You want to keep your sights steady. Remember, that was the whole purpose of the dry fire practice. I'm going to extend, prep my trigger. Now I'm aiming in. I'm going to break the shot, then reset and prep my trigger again, paying attention to my red dot and or my iron sights. Okay. I look to have proper follow through. I don't just snatch the gun back. And from here, finger off the trigger. I can take a look at my target. You have two things that are going to tell you if you're moving. The placement of your shots. Are you missing? And you should be paying attention also to your red dot and front sight to see if there's any movement. So now, once you do that, however many reps you want until you're comfortable, and I'm doing it slow, then I'm back, I'm doing it slow. I make sure I reset and prep, finger off the trigger and back. Once you do that a couple times and you feel comfortable, this is when you increase the speed. We are not going to increase the number of shots. All we want you to do is increase the speed. So instead of going really slow here, okay, what you can do is increase the speed maybe 25%, prep the trigger, break the shot, and I'm back. Prep the trigger, break the shot, pay attention to my sights, finger out the trigger, and back. As you succeed at that 25% increase of speed, then increase it more, 50%, 75%. The idea is that you want to get close to your maximum speed while being accurate. If you are missing, then for now you can slow down as you learn the technique. Once again, when you understand the technique and do it in your subconscious, then yeah, speed is going to be great. And you should, at that point, you want to start really pushing it. For now, if you're just really learning, you may not be able to get to 100% and nail all of your shots. So maybe hover around the 90% where you're pushing out, prep the trigger, break your shot, and you're back. Okay. That previous example wasn't a good one. I want to highlight that where I snatched it back. So I actually want you guys, when you're pushing out your gun here, even though it's quick, you're going to take a quick shot. Keep it out here. Make sure you have a prepped trigger. Ask yourself, do I have a prepped trigger? Are my sights or my red dot on the target again? If I need to take a second shot, then finger off the trigger and then back, right? The idea here is to ensure that your sights are not moving. So your target's going to tell the story as well as your sights. So pay attention to that. But if you did the proper dry fire, you will see that this should be relatively easy. And if it was, now you can increase the distance, okay? And focus on quality reps, not just throwing rounds down range. So after you take some few shots, you want to look, analyze what's going on, and then work from there. So I hope the video at the beginning of the week and this video help you out in terms of your accuracy. Remember, this series is going to be layered. We're going to continue to build on top of it and focus on different skill sets. So love to know what you thought about the first two videos in this series. Did you try it out? If you're at this proper skill level, did it help you? The idea is, once again, to hone in on skill sets and teach you how to train and practice really how to dry fire and then validate with live fire. Let us know if it helped you out, and if there's anything in particular that you want us to really work on in a particular week, let us know in the comments. Next week, we're going to take what we just covered to another level so that you're going to learn how to break your shot faster from this position. You know, for example, in home defense, you're probably going to have your pistol already in your hands, and so when you see a threat, you want to be able to punch out and be able to take an accurate shot quickly. So we already established a good foundation this week. Now we're going to know how to take it to the next level in terms of speed. As always, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your friends and subscribe. See you guys next week.